In 2017, this is a continuation from part 1. In 2017, we really are seeing that if you put in the internal disciplines needed to manage your behavior and your thoughts, what's known as dominating yourself, then you can begin the process of a real evolution. Now, these things aren't necessarily new. If you've been in working out and you've hit pretty good levels of your fitness over the course of several years, it's not new. It's not a new idea for you to dig deep within yourself, apply yourself, have discipline. It's just that, to get to the next level, you're gonna have to pull up something new within yourself. And having new disciplines like sexual transmutation, conserving the orgasm, not being promiscuous, may be very difficult because these things are not illegal. Okay, in other words, being in shape is easy in a way because being overweight has very visible, very highly visible cues. Society does not reward people that get out of shape, and there's physiological detriment, like you might get high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. So there's a lot of reasons as to why not to be overweight. But society does not punish people for being sexually promiscuous. There's no immediate problem here, okay? And that's the difference. So in the past, we sort of thought, hey, it's who cares? Let's watch a little porn, let's be promiscuous, and that was more common. But now in 2017, we're seeing that our disciplines in all areas of our life do matter. Every discipline does, in fact, affect every other. Now, this is a higher level thinking skill, okay? If you want to test it yourself, or say you want to, just get away with it, or please, that's your call. I'm just letting you know that this video, it's intended for a more advanced person that has already been through the adolescent stage of their life, where you're not looking for an out. You're not looking for the out. Okay, this is not about placating yourself anymore. This is about growing up and saying, okay, well, if I'm not where I want to be in life, maybe I should look at every area of my life, not just nutrition, not just spirituality and meditation or praying or going to church, not just going to sleep early, but even something as innocent sounding as sexual promiscuity or sleeping around or being frivolous or not caring about sex. Maybe you might need to look at sex as something that also needs your attention of control and discipline too. Just because it feels great or whatever doesn't mean that we can overlook it as okay, well, whatever. It's about finding that balance, okay? So, first things first, the first concept or the first rule of engaging with sexual transmutation is have a woman in mind as to who you do this discipline for. Have a woman in mind that you feel you're working for. Either you're in marriage with her or she's not your wife yet, but that's right out of Think and Grow Rich. In other words, you may or may not get this woman. That's the truth of it. Because how can you watch this video and say, oh, I guarantee you're going to get that woman? I don't know. What I can tell you is I can validate that if you have a certain woman in mind and you're pushing within yourself, your subconscious is involved, your spiritual elements are involved. The reason this video is behind me like this is because it's basically about awakening, the sphere of yourself. Think about this circle around. It's like we're not just physical beings, but spiritual beings that impact our world around us on many layers. And if the inner drive within you, the sexual drive within you is not stimulated to the level of its higher magnitude, then it's fair to say your reach, your ability to impact your world is going to be more limited. So have a woman in mind as to who you're wanting to put in this amount of work for, because advanced sexual transmutation, meaning not just understanding it, not just being able to speak about it, but actually practicing it, meaning no pornography, no masturbation, or even any way that you typically would release this orgasm, you're not going to engage in it. Okay, so that's what I mean by advanced. So advanced. Obviously, if you want to start looking at just sexual transmutation, maybe just go a week or so without sexual promiscuity and play with it on that end. or understand that that's sort of how you start understanding sexual transmutation. But this is more for advanced individuals that are willing to go to the next level within themselves and to achieve what they want. So have a woman in mind. The rule number 2 of advanced sexual transmutation is trust the process. The sacrifice may seem pointless, but trust yourself. Okay, trust the process. What this means is that you're gonna have doubts. Like I said, even before getting on this video, should I make this video? I mean, I have other videos to make. Should I make this video? But it's where I'm at in life, and so I'm trusting the process, and I'm trusting myself, and I'm acting from that place of conviction, and so this is where I'm at. See, so, and also trust the process that it may seem pointless. You know, the world is out there spinning. There's strip clubs, there's pornography, there's women that want to sleep around and stuff, and so to really commit to this process is to trust the process, and also understand that you're going to be somewhat odd in this world, but to understand, like, there's a payoff that you got to look for daily. There's a payoff that you got to look for daily. Like for me, it's producing this video. It's also, you know, how much dignity and self-esteem do I have? So the metrics are not physical as quickly as they are more spiritual. The payoffs start off spiritual, like more self-esteem, no shame, you know, pride of self, self-resilience. You know, I can tell you right now, I have like a pressure right here in the back of my brain because I haven't eaten anything today, and you know, I'm pretty disciplined. I'm not engaging with sexuality or sexual promiscuity at all, and so there's a lot of shifts going on with me hormonally, but I'm breathing into the process, meditating, and really trusting this process. Again, it's deep, dude. It's not like this is not something that it's for the weak-hearted. That's why David Data wrote the book, The Way of the Superior Man, because these concepts, you start feeling them physically, like your body goes through withdrawals, it goes through lows, so you have to really start trusting yourself at your deepest level. You really have to dig in. Accountability. Accountability is a good one. You might go to online forums, friends, or even have bets, whatever. But understand that you need some kind of accountability to this type of behavior, something that says that you're serious, a person, an online forum, whatever it is, accountability to yourself, confess to a friend, whatever, if you can't quite get this right away. This is probably something that may take years for you to get, or you might be so strong and so resilient and have already, you kind of trust people enough. But for most people, the process of getting here, we're like where I'm at right now, it takes trial and error, and you know, for many people. Some people right away out the gate, they're just gifted and they can understand that there's a connection between their sexual energy and what they achieve, and if they harness it, and there is those people. I'm just letting you know, for many people, there's a level of trial and error. So an accountability partner helps a lot. Okay, rule number 4, commit to no fap. That's a fancy word for wanking, okay? Commit to no fap. In other words, that one's pretty simple. You know, do not watch pornography and masturbate and stuff like this. This is an important thing because obviously it's staring you right in the face. If you can't control yourself at that level, then you're not going to achieve full sexual transmutation. And I'll make another video, let's just say 30, 60, 90 days from now. 90 days will be good, because I have a big project coming up, and I'd like to just really kind of use these videos that are talking about sexual transmutation, have my objectives, and you know, I'm already a few days, like significant days in as far as sexual transmutation goes, meaning no fap, everything. And you know, at the forefront of my mind is this big project I have, and I even have a woman in mind, and you know, I'll get back to you in 90 days. The truth of the matter is that even achieving just sexual transmutation for 90 days is quite the achievement. Most people in this world do not operate at this level of commitment. That's sort of what I want you to understand right off the bat. That even to engage with this at any level, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, already puts you at a cut above most individuals. channel the energy into a project. Rule number 5, okay, channel the energy into a project, creative outlet, including intense emotions. Okay, in other words, for me, I have my projects, which is to build a company, and a fitness company and a supplement company. I have my own physical body that I want to work on and develop, which they're correlated, and there's meditation. As you can see, there's a lot of synergy there, but those are my main projects. If all those things go through, that's gonna be great. Like, I can't lose. Like, that's great. Those are the most important metrics of my life, okay? And then, you know, so have something you're gonna channel this energy into. This video is part of my projects, right? So have something that you're gonna channel the energy into. When you feel low, when you feel, like I said, I have like an intense pressure in the back of my brain, and I know it's from my diet, I know it's from this sexual energy being pent up, and I know it's these things, but on some level, like, I'm enjoying the intensity. I'm enjoying the lows, because it's like, if you can handle yourself at the lows, then you have a level of strength and an advantage to people that are wanting to compete with you. I hope that makes some sense. Be adaptive and resilient with your new power. That one, again, is somewhat self-explanatory. In other words, testosterone is magic. In other words, you're going to have more testosterone.